In conventional healthcare, we don't spend much time talking about where food actually comes from. We focus on downstream problems, symptoms, diagnoses, lab values, while the system that produces the food itself remains largely unquestioned. And at the same time, culturally, we've kind of decided that hunting is cruel. We associate it with violence, blood, something primitive. Hunters are often seen as barbaric, while the industrialized system that supplies most of the grocery store meat, they're kind of treated as civilized by default. But you want to know what factory farming actually looks like? Let's dive in. Most animals raised for meat actually never see sunlight. Chickens spend their entire lives inside enclosed massive warehouses. Tens of thousands of birds packed together, breathing ammonia-heavy air from accumulated waste. They are bred to grow so fast that most of them can't even support their own body weight. Pigs are kept on concrete floors, often kept in gestation crates so small that they can't even move. They develop injuries, joint damage, and stress behaviors. Boredom and psychological distress aren't side effects. They're constant. Cattle raised for beef are frequently moved from pasture to feedlots. They're so tightly crowded together and fed diets that their bodies weren't evolved to eat. Corn and soy engineered for rapid weight gain. Diets that disrupt their digestion, increase illness, and require medical management just to keep them alive. These animals don't have one bad day. They have a bad life. And to keep this system functioning, antibiotics aren't used sparingly. They're used preventatively. Not to heal individual animals, but to compensate for conditions that would be otherwise unsustainable. Disease isn't an exemption in factory farming. It's kind of anticipated. And when it comes time for slaughter, speed and efficiency matter, kind of more than awareness or dignity. Animals are moved through these mechanized systems designed to process as many animals as possible, and as quickly as possible. And a lot of mistakes happen. Like some animals are stunned improperly. What does that mean? It means a lot can regain consciousness. It's not rare. It's built into a system where volume matters more than precision. And the public almost never sees this. In most places, laws make it illegal to document or expose anything that's going on in factory farms. And not because people would misunderstand what they're seeing, but because they wouldn't. Now let's compare that to hunting. A hunter kills one animal, the death is immediate, there's no lifelong confinement, no engineered food, no chronic stress. The animal lived a natural life, right up until the moment it didn't. And I'm not saying that that makes hunting gentle. It makes it honest. What we've done here instead is sanitize death. We wrapped it in plastic, labeled it, branded it, and made it emotionally distant enough so we don't have to feel responsible for it. And that distance allows a strange moral inversion. Like the person who takes direct responsibility for killing an animal is judged more harshly than the person who benefits from a system built on prolonged suffering. As long as that suffering stays out of sight, gotta love cognitive dissonance.
This means that the more you've built your identity around being right, or being smart, or being a good person, the more aggressively that your brain will protect that story when reality or someone challenges it.
This episode isn't about telling people to go hunt. It's not about shaming people who buy at a grocery store. I get my meat through Walden Local Meats.
Something in the orange tells me we're not done.
Look them up. And again, I think my point to all of this is whether or not we're willing to look at the systems that we're dependent on, or whether convenience has replaced our conscience. If you eat meat, something dies. The only real question is whether you're willing to know how.